Do, 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 do. We are live on YouTube. Good afternoon. Good Sunday afternoon. My name is David, and it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon in Cincinnati, Ohio. This is video 2 in this week's David's Baby Boomer whatever community. And I have a bunch of AARP links below or above, or I think they're going to be they're below. And this just came in, and there was some good. I wanted to get involved and wanted to make a video. So here we are. This month's edition features story: Where have all the doctors gone? Finding a physician is harder than ever. Here's how to get the care you need. Keep in mind, this is the AARP bulletin, and we are talking then theoretically with folks who are 50 and over, age 50 and over. The definition of a baby boomer, for those of you who do not know, it is somebody who has been born after 1946, after the end of World War II, and before 1964. So before 1964, after 1946, those folks are the baby boomers. And it is, I don't know how true it is. It was from a semi-trusted source, but I don't think it doesn't matter. There are 73 million living baby boomers. 73 million. And I want my video email that comes out every week to reach all of them. So if you are not a baby boomer or are a baby boomer, and you know a baby boomer friend, relative, please just forward this entire email to them and add whatever editorial comment you want, but or about baby boomer, whatever. So AARP bulletin: where have all the doctors gone? I'll get back to that in a second. Across the top, Social Security, don't walk in, schedule a visit. Not going to go into that story. The point is, if you need to talk to somebody in Social Security or somebody in anywhere. And I don't know what's happening, though, with all the layoffs, if you're going to be able to even talk with anybody. Social Security. So make an appointment before you go in. You need to make an appointment, or as some information I had read, you won't be seeing. So that's what Social Security yoga poses. We are going to talk about that because that article is of great interest. Cash or credit, not going to get into that. Personal issue, hack attack. Always concerned, but we're not going to go into that story. You can go watch video number 1, where I talked about AI, artificial intelligence, and made a comment on that very statement, but I'm not going to get into it now. And then nursing homes fighting for better care. Not going to spend a lot of time there. I actually, in my lifetime, dealt, well, not personally, my brother took care of most of it. I had one big issue that I dealt with when mom was in they call them nursing home, an extended care facility, a community, but whatever. That is of one issue. So I was reading this story, where have all the good doctors gone? And the first thing that really got my attention was Dr. Hotchkiss, who has been practicing for as a general practitioner for uh, 46 years, I think it said. He has to close his doors because uh, he's not getting enough cash flow in his business to pay his bills. And so I'm sure there'll be something for him to do uh, as I get into something that I have seen work very effectively here in a second. But it was that article about Dr. Hotchkiss that was really um, disconcerting. But it is what it is. They're the facts. But it's somewhere here. There was a little chart about what medicine professionals um, are acceptable, available in any given market, and nurses uh, are becoming a very, very important part if outside of the world of the hospital, because nurse practitioners, um, nursing assistants, uh, if they can properly situate themselves where they will have a lot of business, so that they can. It can be a little business venture or whatever, but uh, for sure, job security. And uh, Bruce needed to go to he went to an urgent. It was an urgent care, emergency care, immediate care, and it was the entire. So when we went, he had a specific problem he wanted to discuss. When we went, there were three people in the building. Uh, One was a nurse's assistant, one was an RN, and one was a nurse practitioner. Three people, and Bruce got proper attention, proper care. Actually, each one of the three said to him, they said, "Hi, Bruce." So he had been there before, and he liked what he got there. So the point is, for for anybody, it's going to become increasingly uh, difficult if you get into plans, uh, Medicare Advantage plans. For sure, you'll be able to get. Well, you'll get uh, involved in the network where they already are, so that would not be a problem. But if you do not have access, um, it's going to be a real challenge. But look for these. Uh, go to your nearest urgent care and see what the staffing is all about and see what service they can provide. But I was very impressed with it here in Cincinnati. The next article that caught my eye, believe it or not, easy yoga for stronger bodies or bones. I suppose bodies too. Easy yoga for stronger bones. I read and practiced each one of the yoga poses, and there's only five, and they're basic, and they have their baby boomer adaptation because a baby boomer cannot do all the things with their body that they could 40 years ago. And so there's adaptations that can be made. But there was the warrior pose. Well, envision yourself. See where you might be in this whole thing. There is the tree pose. That's the tree pose. There is the twisted triangle. That's right there. There. There is the the standing twist. Yes, you can balance your leg on a chair and twist, and I highly recommend it. As you can see from a comment I'm going to make on the number 5 yoga pose, simple yoga pose, was hand to foot. It's this one here. And in this particular one, the woman is using a towel to do some certain things that are described. But I personally have taken it one step further. And this is a piece of equipment that I have been working with for over 5 years. Because before that, I was gainfully employed. It's a resistance band. And when you do exercise, I don't care who you are, how old you are, what your objective are, it's not going to be effective unless you push yourself to whatever level of resistance. You need resistance in order for something to happen. Uh, Muscles get stronger, heartbeat increases so that you're elevating your heart rate. Uh, those things, they're going to happen, but it's a resistance band, a traditional one, but it's really a lot better because it has a stirrup, so you put your feet in there, and then what you do is to increase the resistance. All you do is roll the bar, and then it becomes harder to pull with whatever it is that you need. And uh, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. I think there ought to be one of these in every and all 73 million baby boomers should have access to one of these. Maybe we'll start a foundation, a cause. Well, in this particular photo in number 5, hand to foot, she is seated, and I have created a wonderful, wonderful baby boomer exercise dance routine uh, that can be done either seated or standing. So whatever you feel comfortable with, that would be how you want to do it. Quite honestly, I spend more time um, just because it's the lower part of my body that needs more work than the upper part of my body. And we'll get into that in a second. But um, uh, I find myself seeing so anytime during the day when you need a break, when you have to step up and get away, anytime for 5 minutes, depending upon how you like to dance, get out some music, preferably high energy dance music, and dance. So when you are with this resistance band, you're holding onto a bar, which is another big difference. I should say too that when I was an instructor standing in front of a class, at least twice, when I didn't have this fancy fancy stuff, the band, my foot slipped off the band and it came up and hit me hit the face, and not a good thing for anyone, but particularly if you're in the front of the class. So this is increases the resistance, and I spend a lot of time working on my arms, my biceps and triceps, and you just put the music on and you get the beat of the music and you do the things that you specifically need work on. If you have a pain in your body, a muscle, a bone, whatever. I'm not talking, well, I'm talking to baby boomers primarily, but it can be for anyone. Work that part, work that into your exercise with the band while you're listening to some active music. It might be your legs that need work, it might be your arms that need work, or whatever. Now, maybe the main reason that I am not going well, there's 2 reasons. There's 2 reasons why I'm not gonna turn on some music and demonstrate. Now, A, YouTube will not allow me because I am not licensed to use the music off of their servers. That's an interesting point. I'm just taking the music right off of there. Oh, that's because it's because of the artist, but I guess it could be some double dipping. Well, I don't know. As soon as YouTube and Facebook too, Facebook's done it to me also. As soon as they hear some live music that you are not licensed to use, theoretically, it'll just shut down. You'll stop whatever it is that you're trying to do. That's happened to me twice, so I know it happens. But uh, if you, if any baby boomer or friend of a baby boomer, that's a good idea. Even if you're not a baby boomer, buy a well, become a charter member of of David's baby boomer whatever community, uh, at at the very modest price because you are a charter member. We've never done it before. It's $99, and uh, actually, all things will happen with that $99. That's another discussion, but and you'll find it somewhere. I'll do another one about it. Come to a community meeting, ask a question, send me an email. By the way, my email address is, it will be the best way to get in touch with me because I had a card that I had on and I cannot find the card. D Leopold, Leopold at David's, Davids, barter, BARTER.com. D Leopold at davidsbarter.com. That's my email address. Um, any question, any concern that you possibly have, if you send an email, I promise you an answer. Wouldn't that be neat to have a database of 73 million living baby boomers? How cool would that be? If you know anybody, to that point, if you know anybody, please forward the email, and you can say, you'll say whatever you want to say about it, but send it to 10, send it to 10 baby boomer friends or family, folks that should be reading the email because of the information that is provided. Spent a lot of time, valuable time, developing while it's impacted my life as a baby boomer. So if it's impacted yours and it did in mine for this or that reason, maybe it will be impactful to your life also. And so we encourage you to read. Uh, and we're going to, and a lot of things that are going to happen in the community. Uh, we've already made the commitment that a proportion of that membership, charter membership, to the community will go to charity. Uh, I actually have told a large group of folks that, and they were blind copied. But I didn't want anybody else to know of the email address of the person receiving it. They didn't give me permission to use it, so that's why we BCC. Uh, it is uh, folks that will get it. There will be an impact to your life. There'll be things that we're going to do with charity. Um, uh, I just said one list. I can't even talk about it, but it happens to be uh, my my graduating high school list. I have done a proposal to just have a lot of fun for baby boomers for sure. Uh, David's baby boomer whatever community. So thank you for your time today. Only 20 minutes if you're still here, and thank you for being here for 20 minutes. And if you actually send me an email or comment somehow that you were here at this precise time, I will make sure you get something of value back. So thank you for your time. And remember, it's extremely important to do what you love and to love what you do. And I am going to end the YouTube screen. Takes you 2 times